Welcome back to the Nutrition Made Simple podcast, powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. We know that helping you become the best and healthiest version of yourself isn't just about what you eat or going to the gym a few hours a week. We focus on a holistic framework addressing stress management, mindset, lifestyle, sleep, support system, and of course, exercise and nutrition. My name is Nicole Coyne, and I'm one of the dietitians and the founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. I'm also the author of the Healthy Kids Cookbook, 100% kid-approved recipes the entire family will love. You can find it on Amazon. In this podcast, I'm going to teach you how to take one step at a time to making health a way of life. Today is going to be really fun. This podcast is actually geared for parents first, but then meant to be shared with your teen. 10 things I wish I knew about nutrition as a teen athlete. The thing is, most teenagers, especially girls, want to look a certain way. We don't realize the food that we eat and how it fuels our body and how it's truly how we are going to build muscle, get stronger, get faster, and recover from strenuous workouts, especially when we are teen athletes. I remember growing up doing gymnastics and then cheerleading, and my nutrition, while I ate healthy foods, I definitely didn't eat enough. Well, in today's podcast, I'm hoping that you get an outsider's perspective for your children, for your teens, so that they understand how the food they eat fuels their body, fuels their brain, and is going to help them get stronger and healthier. The goal of nutrition and healthy eating at a younger age isn't meant to be a fight. We want to empower our kids to eat healthy and want to eat healthy. I know it sounds crazy, but it is definitely possible. I hope you enjoy this episode, and please share it with your teen. I know it's going to impact them and help them think twice about their food decisions so that they can truly perform better in school and in sports. Enjoy. All right, guys, today's going to be a fun day talking about 10 things I wish I knew as a teen athlete. Now, at Healthy Steps Nutrition HQ, we work with many athletes. In fact, we have had a partnership with a large gymnastics facility locally here at Twisters Gymnastics for 8 years now. We go in every few weeks and do a nutrition seminar, teaching these girls about how food is fuel, how to fuel their bodies around their workouts, in between, during the summer, on meet days, so much information. And it's a two-way conversation, so the girls have an opportunity to ask questions. But the truth is, these girls have access to a gold mine. They have access to learn information about nutrition and how it fuels their body so they can increase performance. And most teen athletes do not have this information. And if they did, they would be able to fuel their bodies better. They'd be able to recover better. They'd be able to build muscle, get stronger, and do more, accomplish more, ultimately feel like the best version of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about some of the things we talk about with these girls at Twisters, but then also some other things that I wish I knew as a teen athlete. So the first one, food is fuel. It is your energy source. It is the gas that gets you moving, that gives you energy. There are 3 macronutrients. Those are the nutrients that provide us calories. We have protein, that's the building blocks of muscle. It also is involved in our immune function and hormone health. We need to get enough protein in because that's what helps us build muscle, be able to recover, but also prevents us from getting sick. We need enough protein. When we are teen athletes and just athletes in general, we need more protein. So we want to make sure that we're incorporating protein with all of our meals and all of our snacks. I'm not saying you need to drink protein shakes all day long. In fact, I would say the opposite, whole foods first. So protein is our first macronutrient. The second one is carbohydrates. Those are our body's main source of fuel. That is the biggest umbrella. We've got bread, pasta, cereal, fruit, juice, lots of different things under there. Now, a lot of the on-the-go quick options, a lot of the packaged snack foods are loaded with carbohydrates, specifically loaded with sugar. And that is not going to sustain our energy levels. It's going to give us a lot of energy, but then we're going to go crashing as our blood sugar stabilizes. There are a lot of processes that happen inside of the body. And what we need to know as teen athletes is we want to fuel our body with balanced meals containing protein, carbs, and our last macronutrient, which is fat. Now, when I was a teen, I thought fat made you fat. That is not the case. Fat actually keeps us full and satisfied longer. It also helps with absorption of some special vitamins called A, D, E, and K, fat soluble vitamins. We need to have fat in our diets. It helps us stay full longer. Now, when we think about fueling around our workouts, we really want to focus on protein and carbohydrates and a little bit of fat. Have the fat during the other meals, not around our workouts. So we want to view food as fuel. It's the gas that gets you going, gives you energy. We want to have quality fuel in our daily eating routine. The second thing I wish I knew, let me preface this with, when I grew up, I hated fish. I did not like it, but my parents made me have at least a bite every single time that we had fish. I hated it. Now it is one of the things I order most often when we go out to eat. I absolutely love it. What's interesting is when you cook foods different ways, when there's different seasonings on it, you are able to maybe start liking it and your taste buds have to adjust. It takes 12 to 15 times of trying a new food before you know if you like it. So if you tried broccoli 10 years ago and you're 16 now, and you tried it when you were 6 and you're 16 and you're like, oh, I don't like broccoli, but you only tried it once, maybe it's time for you to try it again. Try a different preparation method, like roasting. Roasting vegetables is a really good option. So 10 things I wish I knew. Number 2, it takes 10 to 15 times, 12 to 15 times of trying a new food before you know if you like it or not. The third thing that I wish I knew, and I actually kind of did know this. If you know my background, my mom was diagnosed with cancer when I was really young, and we completely changed our diet. We started looking at food as medicine. And what we need to be thinking about is food can be the greatest medicine that we have. It can fuel our bodies. It can boost our immune system. It can prevent us from getting sick because we have a really good immune system. We want to eat quality food. Now, the fourth thing that I wish I knew is, kind of already mentioned it before, but the way you prepare things matters. It changes the texture. It changes the flavor. For instance, when I grew up, we steamed a lot of vegetables and I hated them. They were mushy. They were gross. I didn't like them. Now we roast vegetables. We put a little bit of avocado oil on it. We put salt and pepper and seasonings, and they taste absolutely wonderful. They're crunchy. Even putting some of our food in the air fryer, it tastes like it's fried, but it's not. It's so delicious. If you like crunchy things, then I challenge you to try roasted vegetables or air frying something. Now, the next thing I wish I knew, and it took me way too long to figure this out. In fact, probably later college years, is food and what you eat impacts your mood and energy. What you eat impacts your mood and your energy. Now, this is for adults too. If you find yourself in that afternoon slump, if you're tired in the afternoon, if it's tough for you to concentrate, I would challenge you to go back to your lunch. What did you eat? Did you eat a meal that was filled with a lot of one of the macronutrients that wasn't balanced? Or did you have a balanced meal having vegetables in there? Maybe you had some cut up peppers and a sandwich and a piece of fruit. Maybe you had some nuts in there. Was it balanced with protein, carbs, some vegetables, and some healthy fat? Or did you just have a big sub or sandwich and chips? If you're having a higher carbohydrate meal that's not balanced and you're not having the vegetables providing you vitamins and minerals, your mood is going to be affected. Your energy level is going to be affected. And for most of us teen athletes, we have to be in our prime after school when we are practicing, when we have those workouts and those practices. So it's really important for us to eat a quality lunch so that we have the energy, we have the fuel to fuel us for our afternoon workout. So what you eat impacts your energy level and your mood. Now, the next thing I wish I knew, sleep and food. I actually didn't realize this as much until recently, but holy cow, what you eat impacts how you sleep, your quality of sleep. If you eat a lot of sugar or a big dessert at night, your blood sugar stays up. It impacts your quality of sleep. So, what can we do? Focus on balance, have some vegetables, have some protein, have some carbohydrates, have a little bit of fat. Maybe you even go for a little walk in the afternoon. I challenge anyone who listens to this. This is such a great, healthy habit to get into. After dinner, as a family, go for a walk. Maybe it's just 10 minutes. Go for a walk and share the thing that was the best part of your day. Practicing gratitude increases happiness. It also allows us to focus on the things that are going really well. And going for a walk is also going to help to stabilize blood sugars, help with digestion. So going for a quick walk after your meals is a really, really great option. Now, the next one. And this is something that I think a lot of girls struggle with, a lot of people in general. And you think if you eat less, you'll look a certain way. And some teens that I've worked with in the past, they'll significantly decrease the amount of food, the amount of calories, and they're working out a ton. And it puts your body in this starvation mode. Severe calorie restriction, while you might lose weight, is not a sustainable way to lose weight. You actually lose muscle that you're working really hard for when you don't eat enough. You're not able to build muscle. You're not able to have your immune system function properly. It also is going to impact your hormone levels. So we want to make sure that we're having a balance, that we're getting enough calories and macronutrients throughout the day. Severely restricting your diet in regards to calories is ultimately going to cause your metabolism to slow down and regain weight when you start eating more later. So instead, we want to go back to the first thing. Think of food as fuel. You want to put quality gas in your tank. You don't want to run on empty so that you can feel your best, perform your best, gain muscle, gain energy. All of these things are so, so important. Now, the next thing, I remember being in high school and going to get salads at different restaurants because I thought that was the healthiest option. And what I would challenge you to think about in regards if you want to eat healthy, which I hope you do, salads aren't always the best option, especially if we're putting a ton of dressing and fried chicken and whatever else on there. We want to have vegetables, absolutely, but maybe you have just a side of vegetables, have your protein, have a little bit of starch. Many restaurants will put up their macronutrients on their website, and you want something that's balanced, that's protein, carbs, and healthy fats. One of the salads that I always joke about is this quesadilla explosion salad from Chili's. I used to think that was a really good option. I've gotten it a few times, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh man, there's the amount of calories that I need for almost a whole day in this one salad. And I thought I was doing good because I was eating a salad. You want to have a balanced meal. So instead, if you got some chicken and maybe a potato and some veggies like broccoli or carrots or green beans, that would actually be a better, more balanced option for you. Now, number 9, parent discussions with your kids around eating. Number 1, your parents are trying to get you to eat healthy because they love you. They want you to be healthy. It's not a punishment. And when we can wrap our heads around eating healthy for fuel and for energy levels and performance, we start wanting to do it because we want to perform better. If you're a teen athlete, I don't know one teen athlete that doesn't want to do better in the sport that they're doing. Why wouldn't you invest in yourself and want to put good quality food in your body? Don't think that your parents are trying to get you to eat healthy because they are trying to punish you. They love you, and that's the reason why. And a special note for parents here, you need to model healthy eating. So, we are in South Florida, and sometimes parents will call us and say, my child won't eat anything healthy. And then I say, well, what are you putting in the pantry? Where are we going out to eat? And if you're making the decisions about grocery shopping, why don't we fill our pantries up with quality food? Why don't we show our kids what healthy looks like by modeling that behavior? I was working with a family last year, and one of the things that we're working on is the husband wasn't eating any vegetables at all. He didn't like them, but we started slowly incorporating vegetables. And what happened was their 2 daughters started watching their dad eat vegetables, and then they started eating them too. It wasn't a fight, but their daughters looked up to the dad and wanted to do what he was doing too. Another thing is maybe you do something, and this is what we do with a lot of our kids and sometimes teens, is we'll do something like Friday Try Day. So every Friday we try a different food. You be involved with it. And remember, it takes 12 to 15 times of trying a food if you like it or not. So sometimes you might not like it the first time, but if you try it a few times, you might like it. So keep that open mind. Think about the taste and the texture and how it feels, and start expanding your palate, because it's going to be a good thing for you later down the line. Now, the last one, and I want to wrap this up with this last point, is the healthy habits that you create now will impact you 20, 30, 50 years from now. So many times we work with parents, and when it comes down to it, at the very base of why they're getting started, they of course want to get healthy for themselves, but they say, I want to break the cycle. I don't want my kids to learn what healthy looks like at the age that I'm trying to figure this out now at 40, at 50. You want to create these healthy habits now so it's easy, and you want to do it, and you understand that I'm fueling my body with food that's going to keep me healthy and give me energy and boost my immune system, versus my body having to work on overdrive and not having the fuel that it needs. So big picture here, we want to focus on quality food first. We want to have balance. We want to pair protein, carbs, and healthy fats together. I would challenge you to go to the Healthy Steps Nutrition website and try some new recipes. Some of my absolute favorite recipes: double chocolate overnight oats is a really great on-the-go breakfast option. Egg roll in a bowl is a really good option. You can pair that with sweet potato or brown rice. And meatloaf muffins are a really good option. If you're looking for veggies, roasted broccoli is a delicious vegetable. You want to, as a teen, start getting in the kitchen, especially if you have some downtime or on the weekends. Get in the kitchen, start learning how to cook. Because when you go to college eventually, or you go off on your own, you want to have some kitchen skills. You don't want to only know how to cook macaroni and cheese or make a sandwich. You want to have some skills so that you can take with you. So look up some healthy recipes, try it out. You don't have to be perfect on day one, but you'll slowly create this craft of having a skill that will last you for a lifetime. Big picture here, remember, food is fuel. It's going to impact how you sleep. It's going to impact your energy levels. It's going to impact how you recover during your workouts, how you feel, how you're able to build muscle, your immune system and function. There are so many things that quality food will do to set you up for success. And the cool thing is, when you learn them now, when you get them down now, eating healthy 20, 30, 50 years from now is going to be so much easier because you've already been doing it for so long. So this year, I challenge you, focus on having those whole foods first. Don't worry about what your friends are doing. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. And you prioritize your healthy foods, your body, so that you can start feeling the difference and realize, man, I feel so much better when I eat this way. Am I saying that you can never have anything that, is a treat? Absolutely not. Have a treat, have it in moderation, but move on. The other thing I want to mention is the sugar sweetened beverages. Now, we as a country, the average American consumes 150 pounds of sugar per year. That breaks down to over 45 teaspoons per day. It's almost 9 times the amount of sugar that is recommended per day. Now, where is this sugar coming from? The biggest majority of added sugar is coming from sugar sweetened beverages and juice. So I would challenge you to drink water. If you don't like the taste of water, if you like other stuff better, understandable. But start trying to drink water. Maybe you flavor it with fresh fruit. You don't need Gatorades. You don't need sodas. You don't need juices. All of those things are going to do are spike your blood sugar up, cause your blood sugar crashing down, and it's going to dip those energy levels. You're not going to have the energy that you need to sustain and perform. And also, it's just not good for you overall, healthy habit wise, to have all those sugar sweetened beverages. So try to just drink water. I hope you take these tips. I hope you take notes and take one step, stay consistent with one thing. And when you try a healthy recipe, make sure that you tag us on social media at Healthy Steps Nutrition. We want to see you being impacted and making health a way of life. So at Healthy Steps Nutrition, our mission here is to help people take control of their health one step at a time so that they can prevent and reverse chronic disease. Now, imagine if you got all these healthy habits dialed in at a young age, you would be preventing and also reversing chronic disease if you already have some things now. So excited for you to take this and start feeling how it feels to have good quality food. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. Leave us a review. And don't forget to share this with a friend, because all of your teen friends and if you're a parent, all of your parent friends need this information so that our next generation can get healthy and stay healthy together. I hope you enjoyed that episode all on 10 things I wish I knew as a teen about nutrition. Here's the deal. Some of us are very lucky and we're able to connect with a nutrition expert and be able to understand and be taught really how to fuel our bodies with quality food. I remember that light bulb moment for me. It was my freshman year in college. Our coach thought we all had eating disorders, and if I'm honest, we probably did. I ate minimal and did maximal amount of exercise and workouts and activity to support cheering for the University of Florida. If it wasn't for our coach realizing that we all needed to make some changes with our nutrition, I would have never gone to a dietitian, and I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. So that was the light bulb moment for me. I hope that you had that light bulb moment, and I hope that if you're a teen athlete, that you start thinking about how to fuel your body so that you can perform better. Nutrition, especially as a teenager, as your body is growing, is so vital, and it is going to help you set yourself apart from the rest of the competition, from the rest of your teammates, from the rest of the people that you're competing against as a teen athlete. The truth is you're competing against yourself, but it is going to help you get so much stronger and better. If you are a parent or a teen athlete looking for individualized support, Healthy Steps Nutrition and HSN Mentoring has a teen and kid nutrition coaching program. We like to start with parents first because you are the example. You are the leader of the tribe. You are the one buying your food. You should be role modeling what eating healthy looks like, what a healthy lifestyle looks like. We love to work with parents first for 3 months and then onboard kids. It's a smooth transition and it's easy to do this. If you're looking for help, we would love to help you. Click the link in the show notes and apply for coaching today. If you are a teen or even a college athlete and you're like, I need some help, we would love to help you. Click the link in the show notes and you can apply for coaching as well. If you're a parent, we would love to work with you first. Again, our success of our program really comes down to creating a solid foundation, a healthy relationship with food, which starts off with the parents being the leaders of the tribe. Healthy Steps Nutrition also has a family nutrition coaching program where we work with kids and families together to make health a way of life together, to break that cycle, to get in healthy habits early so that we aren't having to change years and years of habits later down the line. Well, again, if you are interested in individual nutrition coaching or family nutrition coaching, click the link in the show notes and apply for coaching today. We would love the opportunity to help you make health a way of life. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review. We will see you back here next week.